Hey class, earlier in the week we read a story called I Wanna Iguana, and we met Alex, and he was trying to persuade his mom to get a new iguana. So he wrote these letters, and his mom would write letters back, and he was trying to convince or persuade his mom of all the reasons why having an iguana would be the best thing in the whole wide world. So, what did you think of this story? Wasn't that so good? I think this is a great example of persuasive writing. Can you say that? Persuasive. Persuasive. And that just means that the writer is intending to convince or encourage someone to agree with them, to start to think the same way they're thinking, or maybe do what they want them to do. Persuasion, persuasive. All right, so we're going to read another story today. And guess what? This story is about Alex too. It's called I Wanna New Room. So, same character, Alex. I have some questions right away. Do you have any questions just from looking at the cover? Maybe the title, you have a question? I want a new room. What do we think Alex is going to be asking for? Do we think that he's going to try to persuade his mom again for a new room? Who is he going to persuade? Do we think he's trying to persuade somebody or convince somebody of something that he wants? We'll have to read and find out. I'm so excited for this story too. It's so good. But before we begin, we always have some new vocabulary words. Remember, we might know some of these words. And so it's a great reminder of the words. We can always take these vocabulary words and use them in our own writing or use them as we're speaking and talking to others. It's always a great idea to use these vocabulary words and learn some new ones along the way. All right, so these are some of the new vocabulary words that will be in this story. I Want a New Room. It's by the same author and illustrator as well. Isn't that great? Alrighty, first word is bother. So if somebody is bothering you, they're annoying you. So to bother means annoy. Privacy is freedom that's not seen. Oh, freedom to be seen, heard, or annoyed by others. So if you want a little privacy, you might want to go to your room, close the door, and get a little quiet, get a little space from everybody else. Privacy. Careless, you're careless, it means you're not very careful. Your property. So if you have property, it means it's your belongings, your stuff, your things. It belongs to you. Diplomatic means good at solving problems. So if somebody is diplomatic in how they handle things, they're really good at problem solving. Change the subject. If somebody wants to change the subject, it means they want to talk about something completely different. Change the subject. The principle of the thing. So this is a question of right or wrong. So if you're trying to figure out the principle, it's if it's right or wrong. That's like a little phrase that might be new to some of us. Wing is another word, not for like a bird wing, but a wing is like a section of something. So maybe a hotel might be broken up into wings, like big sections of a building. Wing is another section or space. Another vocabulary word is condo. A condo is another word for a home. It's a little bit different. It might be with other condos, kind of like more of like an apartment building or a hotel. It might look more like that. But a condo is another word for a home. It's another kind of a home. Last word is upset. Upset is another way to say unhappy. All right, so those are all words that will show up in this book that we're going to read. Are you ready? I would like to get started. We're going to be thinking as we go, how is this story similar to I Wanna Iguana? And how is it different? All right, so as we read, I want you to kind of plop that question up in your brain and keep it up there and see if we can find the answer as we read this story. I Want a New Room by Karen Kaufman Orloff and illustrated by David Catrow. Here's the dedication page. Ooh, I'm noticing something right away. I'm noticing something that was familiar from Iguana. Do you see these friendly letters as the way that the story is starting? So there's letters in this too. That may be another similarity that we can think of. All right, so the story begins, Dear Mom, Emma, I know you think I should share a room with Ethan now that we have baby Annie, but here's why I shouldn't. When Ethan sleeps, he sounds like the cat coughing up fur balls. Why can't you move Annie in with you and give me back my room? Signed, your very tired son. Already he has big ideas and reasons why he should have a different room. Dear Alex, go bother your father. Signed, your very, very tired mom. So Mom didn't even answer the question, did she? Who did she say to go talk to instead? Dad. So let's see if Alex decides to go talk to Dad. Let's see. Dear Dad, you have no idea what it's like to share a room with Ethan. He sticks crayons up his nose and barks like a walrus. And he snores like Grandpa Ralph. So how about giving me my old room back? Please don't say, go bother your mother. Been there, done that. Love, fed up, Alex. Is this really a picture of his brother, Ethan, do you think? No, he's just being silly, and his imagination is so good. He used some really funny descriptive words when he was describing his brother, didn't he? A walrus, a barking walrus, and imagine him sticking crayons up his nose. That's so silly. So he says he's fed up, he is tired, and he does not want to be in a room with his brother anymore. Oh, Dad wrote back. Here's Dad's letter. Let's see what he says. He says, Dear Alex, sorry we had to move you out of your room, but Annie's a girl, and Mom says girls need privacy to do girl stuff. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm guessing it has to do with hair and makeup. Love, Dad. Do you think a brand new little baby sister is going to be sitting in her room, putting on lipstick and doing her hair all fluffy like this? Probably not, but that's the way the dad responded. He's kind of funny too. So Alex is writing back. He says, Dear Dad, Annie's a baby, he says. She doesn't have any hair. And if she wore makeup, she would drool on it. By the way, did I mention Ethan broke my skateboard and lost my brand new Captain Creepy action figure? Oh, the kid is out of control, Dad. Love, your seriously upset child, Alex. Oh, no. That would feel kind of disappointing if some of your favorite toys, like his skateboard, was broken, action figure was lost. Those things are frustrating. Do you have a sibling at home? If you have a sibling at home, I'm sure you know a little bit of what Alex is feeling. He doesn't want to share his stuff. Maybe he wants a little privacy. Huh. So his dad says, Dear Alex, you know 4-year-olds are a little careless. You were just like him at that age. Remember when you fell into the cake? Oh no, at Grandma's 60th birthday party? Good thing the candles weren't lit. Why don't you have a heart-to-heart talk with Ethan about respecting your property? Love, Dad. So Dad's saying, hey, maybe you should go talk to your brother. Tell him to treat your belongings, your stuff, treat it better. Treat it with respect. That's so silly. He fell into a cake? Oh no. Dear Dad, thanks for the advice. Now I know exactly how to handle this. Love, your diplomatic son, Alex. So he's good at solving a problem. Remember that diplomatic word? He's very good at problem solving. P.S. Diplomatic was one of my vocabulary words. Hey, it's our vocabulary words too. Dear Ethan. Oh, who is Alex writing a letter to now? Dear Ethan, This is your side of the room, and this is my side of the room. Stay on your side. Alex. P.S. Don't touch my stuff or else. It's kind of warning him. He's like, don't you dare touch my stuff. So they split the room 50-50, half and half. Dear Alex, do you realize that you gave Ethan the side of the room that doesn't have a door? Oh no, I just found him jumping up and down on his bed, yelling that he can't come out to take his bath because Alex said so. Fix this problem when you get home from soccer practice, or else, Dad says. Love, Dad. Dear Dad, okay. I told Trampoline Boy that he can use the door now. Honestly, Dad, you see what I'm dealing with here? Please give me my room back. I promise I'll keep it really, really, really clean. Love, neat and tidy, Alex. So now he's making some big promises to Dad, saying, please, if you just give me my room back, I'll do this. I'll keep it clean. I'll make sure that it looks perfect every day. Dear Alex, does that include cleaning the iguana's cage? I've noticed an unusual smell coming from that general direction. Just thought I'd mention it. Love, your concerned father. So concerned means worried father. So remember that iguana from the first story? And now look at how big he is. He's grown quite a lot. Dear Dad, let's not change the subject. Here's the thing. I'm practically a grown-up. I want a new room. Plus, I think I should get rewarded for all the A's that I got in school. Love, Alex the super student. So how is he being creative and coming up with reasons and ways to encourage his dad to change his mind and to give him what he wants? He's trying to persuade him, and he has a big long list of things that he's going to do and reasons why he thinks he should get his own room. He's a smart kid, this guy. Very persuasive. Dear Alex, nice try. But if I remember correctly, you got 3 B's and 1 A. And I think the A was in lunch. Love, Dad. Do we get grades in lunch? No. It's like getting a grade for recess. No. Silly. Dear Dad, even Stinky's dog Lurch has his own room. That dog is treated like a king. He's got 6 pillows and his own TV. And Stinky watches cartoons and eats cheese and popcorn every night. I'm not even asking for a TV, just one little room. Love, your human son, Alex. P.S. Stinky got a D in lunch. So silly. Dear Alex, no can do. Love, Dad. P.S. Stinky scares me. No can do. He says, nope, you're not getting your own room, kiddo. Dear Dad, it's more than just a room. It's the principle of the thing. So it's what's right about it, what's wrong about it. Why do I, the oldest, the most important kid, have to suffer just because you and Mom had another baby? Does that seem fair? I think not. Love, your number 1 son, Alex. Dear Alex, yes, you are very important to us, but so is your brother and sister. However, you make some good points. A boy your age needs his own space. Maybe we could build you your own special place of your own? Love, Dad. I have some questions. Let's make a prediction. So Dad keeps saying, no can do. You can't have your own room. We need you and your brother to share a room so baby sister can have her room now that she's in the family. What did the dad just suggest? A space of his own. What do you think that could mean? What could that be? What ideas do you have in your brain for a space if they're going to create a different space for privacy for Alex? Dear Dad, now you're talking, he says. We could add a whole new wing to the house, like a whole new section of the house. I can have my own bathroom with a hot tub, a skateboard ramp, and a bowling alley. What do you say, Dad? Here's the floor plan. Love, Alex the architect. An architect is somebody who builds and designs houses. Here's his blueprint, which is what he wants his wing of the house to look like. Kind of has a little of everything, doesn't it? Bowling alley, train station, a stock car track, like race cars. What else? Petting zoo, a shark tank, a mini submarine platform. Oh my goodness, so much good stuff. That would be a cool thing, have your own wing of a house. Dear Alex, whoa, slow down there, buddy. We're not gazillionaires. We have so much money. We can't build you a condo. I was thinking of something like a tree house. We can build it together. You won't have to share it with your brother unless you absolutely want to. Love, Dad. A tree house? Have you ever seen a tree house before? Built with wood, and it looks like a mini little house up in a tree. Oh my goodness. You mean it, Dad? I do, Alex. That's a really good idea. Oh, here they go. Looks like they have a bunch of supplies. They have wood. Looks like they have a hammer, toolbox. They're heading out there to the tree. Yay! Oh, does he look happy or sad? So happy, doesn't he? He's playing a game, ping pong. Oh, Alex. There's one letter left. What's this one say? Dear Ethan, do you want to play with me in the treehouse? Love, your big brother, Alex. Oh. Yes, he says. Yes. Thank you. Thanks, Alex. Oh, that was so nice. So he even included his brother in the end. After all of that, he wanted his own space. And still, at the end, he included his brother. So good. So tell me, what is similar to I want Iguana and I want a new room? What are some things that are similar? What are some things that are different? So the one thing we noticed right away was that there's letters. They're writing friendly letters back and forth to each other throughout both of those stories, aren't they? So that's something that's similar. What else? What is something else similar that you noticed? I want you to answer that. And then I want you to tell me something different. So we noticed that the stories, he's asking for two different things. Two different things. This one's an iguana and this one's a room, right? He wants his own room. What is something else that's different? Maybe think of who he's writing the letters to, or maybe think of the other characters in the story. What's changed in the second story? What's different? All right. And then what are some of the reasons that Alex gives for wanting his own room, or some really good reasons why he deserves his own room? Remember, he's trying to persuade. So he's really trying to get Dad to agree and to do what he's asking, which is give him his own room. So what are some of those reasons that Alex gives? What are they? Alrighty, and then what are some of the reasons that Alex's father gives him and tells him that no, you don't need that. You don't need your own room. You're fine. What are some of the things that his dad says? Scroll down and you're going to see those questions down below too. If you need to, rewatch the story. You can rewind and rewatch the story and look for those answers from the book. I hope you enjoyed these stories as much as I did. Please let me know if you have any questions. Have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon.